A lot of people ask us, what do you cook when you're out and about? What do you use? Well, we use a combination of things. We typically are not cooking inside our trailers. We try to do everything outside that we can. So let me give you a rundown of what we use and what we like to use. So what we have first off is our small Weber. We've had this the longest. We've actually had this one going on 16 years now, and it's worked fantastic. Good for barbecuing, grilling, that kind of things. We do pizza in there as well. Our newest addition is the Blackstone, which was perfect for breakfast this morning. You can also do your burgers, Philly's cheesesteaks, whatever you want to do on this one. It's great. Jesse's favorite, it seems to be, is the Traeger. If you want to get really out of the box in cooking, the Traeger is the one for you. And it's not typically just a smoker. It also works as an oven as well. Some like to grill on theirs if you can do that function, but
I'm just going to give you a little walkthrough of the positives of each of these and some of the negatives. Starting out with the baby Weber or the mini Weber, this works great. I have not found a small grill that holds the heat like this grill does. So often it's hard to get these smaller grills to hold the heat, but with the ceramic lid, it really holds the heat well. You can get it really hot enough to really do those steaks on a, you know, cast iron, those sort of things. If you're looking for a good barbecue for when you're out camping, we would recommend the baby Weber or mini Weber, whichever you want to call it. Now, part of the problem is it's a little bit heavy for a small grill. It's heavy and it doesn't fold up or anything like that, so it's a little bit bulky as well. So if you're looking for something that doesn't take up a lot of room in a barbecue, it might not be the mini Weber. Now, the Blackstone. Positives of it, it is by far the best for cooking breakfast. And most campers, that's one of our big meals is breakfast. So if you're looking for something for cooking all your eggs, hash browns, ham, sausage, bacon, all that, pancakes, Blackstone. This Blackstone is the 17-inch. It just has the one control here. So down underneath, you just have the one heating element. If you get the 22, it has two heating elements, which if you have a family or something like that, you might want to go to the 22 instead of the 17. But for Kara and I, 17 works great. They even have the 30-inch, which has three heating elements, which is super nice if you have the extended family showing up. When it comes to cooking breakfast, the Blackstone is by far the best. It's so nice not to have to try to do that all inside the trailer. Right now we got a ham steak going, some hash browns, gonna do some sausage, some eggs. Super nice. Comment down below, what is your favorite thing to cook on your Blackstone? It seems like these Blackstones are almost like an Instapot. They're a must-have for any camper. We still don't have an Instapot, but comment below what you think. If I had to come up with some disadvantages to the Blackstone, it would be that if there's any sort of wind out, it sucks the heat right off of it. Being open like this, it does block the wind a little bit, but if there's any wind, it sucks the heat off and it makes it pretty hard to cook. The flame keeps going really well the way they have it designed, but it just gets a little bit difficult to cook on if there's any wind. Now, when it comes to cooking burgers, those sort of things, you can do it on it, but I prefer to use our Weber barbecue rather than this. But you can cook burgers if you need to. One of the biggest disadvantages, though, is this regulator here. It only runs these little bottles. A company called Patio Gem sent us a 15-foot extension propane line with a quick change that was supposed to have this piece here. Then we could hook up to our larger tanks, but the attachment they sent didn't fit. So I'm gonna keep on looking because I really don't like using these little 1-pound propane bottles. This is one of our favorites. It's by far the biggest. It's pretty bulky, but as long as you have power, you can grill with this. It's just electric, pellet, Traeger tailgater. Just put the pellets right in here. You can cook so much stuff on it. We don't just use it as a smoker. We've used it as an oven, baked biscuits, pizzas, Kara did a cake. But like last night, we smoked some wild turkey on it. Not out of the bottle wild turkey, but a real wild turkey. So one thing, if you are cooking with the Traeger, it takes a while. So you might want to get a project like Kara has here. What you doing?
Found a willow tree on the grounds here, and I just started weaving, wrapping a reef form.
So she'll spend the next few hours doing that, and I'll spend the next few hours smoking a turkey. If you want to have some fun and really try some new stuff when you're out cooking at a campground, Traeger tailgater really provides a lot of options on things to do. And I was worried that it'd be too small. We've cooked a fairly large brisket on it. We've done all sorts of stuff, and it works really well. It holds way more than it looks like. Some of the downsides with the tailgater, you have to have power. If you're out boondocking and don't have power, it's not gonna work for you. You can take a portable power unit like we have before, and that works, but it kind of is difficult if you're having to be tied to electricity. Another problem is just the bulk. It's not super heavy, but it's a little bit bulky to use, and the legs are not our favorite. We've found that we actually would just rather set it up on a table than put the legs out. It's been a common complaint with a lot of people that have these Traeger tailgaters is the legs are kind of shoddy. When it comes right down to it, a lot of us like to try new things when we're out camping, and we don't want to be limited just to hot dogs over the fire. So if you're looking for some different options on, you know, how to cook while you're out camping, these are the three that we've used, and we really like all three. They all serve different purposes, so to say one is better than the other doesn't really work. It's not like you're comparing the same things. And I know it sucks to be like, oh, you have to have all three of these when you go camping. That's not what we're saying, but if you can, and when you plan out your meals, you just take the one that you're gonna use for that weekend, or that trip, or whatever, and you leave the others home. Comment down below what you like to cook with when you're camping. What are some of your favorite meals that you do on them? We're always looking for new ideas on what to cook while we're out here camping. Remember to like, subscribe, you know, click that bell, all those sort of things, you know, that whole spiel that we have to give at the end of every video. And remember, enjoy your weekend.
There you go. Those are our top 3. We do have a couple additions here and there that we do depending on what meals we want to make, but that's kind of our staple in cooking while camping.